Dan, we can't really wait to get to this one. I wish I could make it start sooner than what it is, but we have to go through, obviously, the anthems and do all the pregame stuff. But this is the one game that I feel like we've kind of been building up to. And it's nuts because you have a whole season, so you feel like things would have been sorted out at this point. But it's actually quite the opposite. We still have a lot of figuring out left to do, and maybe tonight we could see a record finally get broken. You talked about it during that pregame show. Chihuahua hasn't lost a game inside this building since March of last year. What does San Diego have to do to get that done?
Well, you look
States, USL2, USLW, UPSL, all in postseason play. Of course, we talked about the USLW wrapping up yesterday. We're just getting heated up here in the UPSL. Jeffrey finds some room and finds the net. That's a hat trick for Daryl Jeffrey.
Across the world, including Brazil. Oh, big-time turnover. Traore centers it, and they score! Richie tries to feed it up the middle, but it's Berlichenko. Flips it to Henry Lopez. Henry to Easton. Easton centers it, and they score! Kirby Eggers!
Still have to have some sort of defensive integrity. Skinchenko on the give and go. Skinchenko is wide. Out of bounds it goes. And it will be a corner, as now Oliviero will run to the corner. And again, Dan, we talked about the edge and opportunities is great, but you got to do something with it.
This is the fifth corner kick of the second half for Fort Wayne. And when you have that many corner kicks, we talked about that in the pregame, you have to be opportunistic. You have to create shots off set pieces. And as many as Fort Wayne has had, because Midwest United's had far more fouls against them, they just have been unable to get much going off set pieces of any type.
Some pushing and shoving in front of the goal. Ganga trying to get some extra room. Everyone holding hands. Pushing back and forth, fighting for position. They've had a lot of set pieces, none bigger than this one here.
Just a minute ago, Midwest United was issued another yellow card. Jonathan Stout now in the books, so now they've had 5 yellows and 4 in the second half.
Oliviera towards the near post, ball still loose. A chance to send another one on, and Midwest United bends, but they don't break. Float one out wide of the 30. Gondo settles it down there as they center this ball and look for maybe another one over top to get them back level in this game. This one skirts out of bounds, and guess what? Another corner kick here for Fort Wayne, knocking on the door. Will anybody be able to answer as the ball boys and girls put 2 soccer balls in the corner? Can only play one, unfortunately. Here's Oliviera. Continuing to try and crowd Ganga. Oliviera as we approach 90. Into the mix. Headed up there. Ganga tries to step out, but a call is made. Another Midwest United player hits the ground. And that will halt their progress as we are officially past 90 minutes. And into added time. And now maybe some stall tactics here for Midwest United.
Well, on that last stoppage about 2 minutes ago, there was actually 2 yellow cards issued against Midwest United, as Benjamin Adamson was also booked. So Midwest United racking up the fouls, racking up the cards in this game, trying to protect that 2-1 advantage. You do not want to have one of your best players get a red card with a second yellow and have to sit out if they are able to win this game and play either Flint City or Steel City on Sunday. But there has been a huge difference between fouls against. Again, Midwest United has racked up over 75% of the fouls in this game.
And that time looks like it was Vitalis Takawira who gives the ball right back to Fort Wayne. And now you're going to see Christian Bray Anderson play forward a little bit as they bring that back line forward, trying to overpower this Midwest United team. as United sees an opportunity to get sweet, sweet revenge over this Fort Wayne side. Into added time, and thank you to all you joining us here today. 2-1, both those goals coming in the first half for Midwest United. Fort Wayne was able to respond with a quick one inside the first 5 minutes of half number 2. But United trying to make it stand tall. Baroni gets ran over from the back. Oliveira got him right through the back. And that stops it for a set piece there. Baroni plays it short to Bowie.
Had about 2 minutes of stoppage time. We were not notified.
Good ball there, Takawira.
How much extra time we put on the clock.
Will carry it into the corner. Out of bounds. Oh, possession here for Fort Wayne. They're going to say it deflected off Takawira. Oliveira looking for a lane to throw it back in. Sizzled through the middle. Oh, the ball gets free. Ganga in a race. And he boots it away, clears it out of harm's way momentarily. A quick throw in here for Fort Wayne. Oliveira. Traore back to Oliveira. Tries to sizzle one into the 18, headed away. Bowie on top of it as Ngavi will force it out a little bit further. Another deep ball in. Still loose in a bad spot, and what's the call here? Either out of bounds, I believe an offside's called. Bad break for Fort Wayne.
Just the first time that Fort Wayne's been whistled for an offside player here in the second half.
And Amari Folks just a step beyond that line.
We've played a solid 3 minutes of stoppage time, and we weren't indicated again how many more minutes were added onto the clock once we hit extra time. The time not on the side of Fort Wayne SC, still down 2-1. You can see they've put extra attackers up in the midfield and up top.
A second chance at life and maybe a breakaway here. A tie-up just outside the 18. And it'll be a set piece here for Fort Wayne. Tiago Diaz got upended on his way towards the box. And look at this. All of a sudden, Fort Wayne, a dynamite chance to level it. Believe that was Anthony Bowie who was trailing him, or rather Christian Shannon. I take that back.
Yellow card issued in stoppage time to Midwest United number 30, Christian Shannon.
And Fort Wayne with probably their best chance of the game to get this one back on level terms since we started it at 0-0. Oliveira will more than likely be the one to take it. Looks like they also have Rude Schneider out there just in case. Two-1 our score. It is elimination soccer now. No such thing as a draw. And a year separated from going into penalties. Do we see yet another match that goes into added time? Oliveira strikes it into the box! And he slots it in top shelf! A BB!
That was
and it rips the net. We're leveled at 2 and added time.
An absolute brilliant strike. 20 yards out, bent over the wall, upper 90 into the net. You can't ask for a better placement off the set piece. About 5 minutes into stoppage time, we're all level at 2 apiece.
Never stopped fighting, and now they're back on level terms. Oliveira who was a late substitution for Fort Wayne. A missile that meets its target. That is one of the prettiest goals we have seen all year. And it puts us back on level terms. It's 2-2. And how about that for a flip in momentum?
And I think it's interesting since, you are a former coach, you kind of understand how the landscape has changed. And that's something that we've had multiple conversations about on this podcast. And I think it's interesting because something that was adopted by the NCAA in the transfer portal really originally could have been looked at as an opportunity for a lot of student athletes to maybe move up or move to somewhere that's better, or maybe you go from a D2, D3 to a D1. There was a lot of good intentions behind that. But now you look at it, and you also look at rosters obviously being constricted in the NCAA now. It might actually take away opportunities, not just from transfers, but also from recruits at the same exact time, because people get bogged down because of that change. And obviously now it's so saturated that people are going to start losing out on opportunities. Are you finding that that's impacting your business in terms of maybe placing athletes at the level that you think they deserve to be at, as in, maybe they're playing at a lower level because of that? There's just not many opportunities out there. What does that look like?
It's a really phenomenal question, the way you worded it. This is how I can respond. I do not believe that it's impacting my business in a negative way, nor is it impacting families and student athletes' lives in a negative way. It's impacting it, and it's creating a different road or different, opportunity in a different lane that you need to be open to, right? So we used to have, and we still do have, a lot of student athletes that are playing at the MLS next level, the ECNL level on the female side, right? Top players that have an expectation that they're going to play Division I. The way we always say it at RFX is expectations are premeditated resentments, right? So if we have this one understanding that we're only going to go here and we don't make it and that doesn't come to fruition, we're going to be frustrated. Student athletes and parents need to have an open mind, especially in today's environment of college recruitment, of what their son or daughter's actual next 4 or 5 years are going to look like.